Hi, everybody. Old Dynamite here, the maniacal maestro of the microphone and the voice of AKA American Combat Alliance. Standing next to me right now is one half of our big main event here at AKA 46, live in Ruston, Louisiana. Folks, we've got the one and only Johnny the Ticket Smith representing Siege Mixed Martial Arts over there in beautiful Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Now, Johnny, you're stepping into the ring tonight, the cage, should I say, with a veteran here in the Louisiana fight game all across the South. He's got over 30 professional fights, been in the game for a long time. What have you done special to get ready for this particular fight, or has it been business as usual back in Hattiesburg?
I would say it's been business as usual. I kind of made a couple adjustments to my kind of planning and everything, trying to put a little bit less pressure on myself, getting there and have fun. And, he's a good fight for this. He's game ready. He's coming forward. He's going to fight, and he's just a perfect fight for me right now, honestly. He's going to come after me. He's not going to make it easy. And honestly, we kind of did the same stuff. Just it's really mentally for me what I needed to change, not what was in my camp.
Now, Johnny, we know you've been around this business a long time in a lot of different facets. You've been as far as a coach, a fighter, you've been a promoter, you've pretty much done it all. How are you feeling physically for this fight? How was the weight cut and the prep coming in just on your body?
The weight cut sucked. It always does, though. I mean, they're never gonna get better as you get older. I just ticked over 30, so I'm 31 now. But I just kind of, I don't know. I should have kind of be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more closer. I used to make those really, really big cuts, and this one just kind of pulled a little bit more out of me than usual. But I like being in the fight game. I like being busy. If I'm not, I try to just focus on fighting at one time in my life, and it didn't really go that well. So being constantly busy, constantly just in the game is the best thing for me.
So there you have it, folks. Johnny the Ticket Smith likes to live live, large, and in charge, fast, free, and out of control. He's going to be at our big main event here tonight at American Combat Alliance, live in Ruston, Louisiana. Don't miss it, folks. Tune in on YouTube. We'll see you here in Ruston. And I'm standing next to the other half of our big main event here in Ruston, Louisiana at the Ruston Sports Complex for AKA 46. Ladies and gentlemen, he is known by many as a living legend here on the Louisiana fight scene. He is a true OG if there ever was one. Been around since day one. Over 30 professional fights. Hometown hero right here in Ruston. Ladies and gentlemen, the pit bull, Mr. Chris Anthony. Chris, how are you feeling for this fight, bud?
Pretty good. How you doing, champ?
Man, I'm doing outstanding. As long as you got that shirt on, don't make us fat boys look bad. I'm doing real good. Folks, this man is a stellar athlete, walks around all the time, nowhere above probably 4% body fat. You're an elite athlete, Chris. You've been at this for a long time, 32 fights. You're taking on a young, hungry up-and-comer, Johnny Smith. He's been around for a while as well. Have you done anything particular to get ready for this fight, or has it kind of been business as usual there at Triad?
Just same old, same old. Just did a little bit more cardio work, strength training, but same old routine. Nothing changed too much.
Now, how does it feel? You're getting the opportunity to fight right here in your hometown in front of your friends, your family. They don't have to drive an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. How does that feel beginning to fight right here and bring this home and show your fans what you do?
Well, it's pretty good because, people in the community see me training all the time, running and stuff like that, and they never got a chance to see me put in the work in the cage. So it's kind of almost a dream come true, to be honest with you. I think we fought in what was that last time we fought? Somewhere close to here. I forgot the little small area that we fought here last time.
Little town about 10 miles up the road called Arcadia, Louisiana.
Right. So I know that was kind of close, that time. And I think I know y'all was trying to kind of inch our way this way, but we didn't have a good enough venue to kind of get everything situated. So, finally we got what we need, and here we are.
And Chris, I know being around you for a lot of years, you're a natural striker in the ring. You do a great job with that. You've also got a great jiu-jitsu background. Now, Johnny's a pretty tough wrestler. That's kind of his base. Have you done something to get ready for those takedowns coming at you tonight?
Yeah. It's when I fought Kevin Hackney. Kevin Hackney wrestled in college, so I did pretty good on the takedown defense with Kelvin. So I don't think I'm gonna have too much of a problem with the my takedown defense. Just got to make sure I stick to the game plan and do everything right. You know, like you said, he's a young up-and-coming guy, you know what I'm saying, with a bright future. So, you know, just got to make sure, you know, I capitalize on his mistakes because he will make them, you know. So just got to make sure I capitalize and make him pay, you know.
There you have it, folks. The hometown hero, Rustin's favorite son, the pit bull, Chris Anthony. He's ready to punch the ticket of Johnny Smith here tonight in front of his hometown crowd at AKA 46.
Underway with our main event, Chris Anthony, Johnny Smith.
Anthony coming out southpaw.
Chris Anthony seamlessly switching between orthodox and southpaw stance. Lifts the lead leg, gets a reaction. Chris Anthony finds his left leg across the body.
Bit of a feeling out process here through the first 45 seconds. Smith staying out of range.
Big inside low kick. Nice. Chris Anthony punches that underhook in. It's a solid level change from Johnny Smith.
Yeah, Smith doing exactly what you talked about earlier, mixing it up.
Chris Anthony after the body lock. Double underhooks from Chris Anthony.
Looking really strong here.
These are 3 5-minute rounds now that we've switched from amateur to professional fights. So 3 5-minute rounds coming up here.
Threatened with the throw.
Uh-oh.
Low shot. Chris Anthony ate that one. He's down to the knees. Well, we've made it the entire night without any fouls. Not the time that Chris Anthony wanted to be the one that had to endure it.
I can't imagine one of those powerful knees from Smith would feel good in that area.
Second look from our producer-director, Luke Hawkins. Now Chris has, up to 5 minutes here to regain his composure. Chris Hill, our referee. Chris trying to work it out. A lot easier said than done, I'll tell you that.
The Rustin crowd trying to urge Chris Anthony back on. Let's go.
Back to the action. Just over 3 minutes to go in round number 1.
Chris Anthony just ducks that big overhand from Smith.
Smith snaps that outside low kick from the open stance. Chris sends an inside low kick of his own and misses the target. Chris Anthony putting kicks out there, but just seems to not quite have his range. Big looping right hand, gets close, inside trip.
Inside trip, beautiful.
Johnny Smith lands in the guard of Chris Anthony and instantly gets busy. Easily moves to half guard. This is a good progression for Johnny.
Chris Anthony just
just stands.
Yeah, just trying to stand up. It almost worked.
Just get up.
Trying to get back to his feet. Johnny Smith relentless with this. Now he's got the neck. Slamming Anthony right back down.
And now he's got the back.
This is a
Looking
tough
to sink
spot.
in the RNC with over a minute and a half to work.
Tough spot here for Chris Anthony. Doing a good job of keeping control of the non-choking hand. Needs to address the threat of the choking arm. Does so.
Anthony doing a good job so far of defending here. Approaching the 1 minute mark.
Chris Anthony needs to pick a side here. Johnny doing the right thing by sinking in the body triangle. Just establishing the position. This is a better choke attempt.
Easing that arm around his neck. Doesn't quite get it under the chin. Anthony doing a good job of fighting those hands.
Chris Anthony trying to get back up, but man, Smith.
Good,
so good.
hips by Johnny Smith. I mean, and it was just in the nick of time, too.
He
Chris
almost
Anthony.
had an arm triangle on the way up. Ends up mount with the grapevine. Just good control from
This is what we need from Johnny Smith. This is what's going to soften Chris Anthony up and maybe make this choke happen. Time running low here. 15 seconds left in the round.
Smith eating some big shots to close out this round. He does regain position, but he paid for it.
You can see Johnny Smith dangerous off of his back, too, as soon as he gets here. It's a different thing.
Yep.
You know, Chris Anthony's on his back. Johnny Smith gets up and drops punches. Whereas if Chris Anthony gets too crazy here, Johnny Smith got arm bars, got attacks from his open guard.
I
Anthony
think
not
Chris is
looking
hurt.
good right now.
I think he's hurt. I think he hurt
I don't
something.
know what happened. It looks like it might be a leg issue. The leg that has the wrap on his knee. Not sure what's going on here. We have the doctor being called in.
Well, they're going to take a look at it. Certainly would be a very anticlimactic way to end what has been a very climactic night.
As the fight progressed, as the round progressed, I mean, it got more action-packed.
Yep.
They did.
Oh,
They
yeah.
came out. They were kind of feeling each other out, taking their time.
Yeah.
Both men dangerous. Both men know what's at risk.
And I think Smith played that very smartly. You know, he didn't get into a whole lot of striking exchanges with Anthony. Didn't give him an opportunity to work, you know, the area that he's better at. Took it to the ground. Was able to maintain control. Looks like it's coming to an end here.
And indeed it is coming to an end. Chris Anthony unable to answer the stool. Probably a doctor stoppage is how this one will end up. Credit to Johnny Smith for putting him in that situation, though. I mean, obviously had the back there for a solid 2+ minutes trying to find a choke. Landed a couple good shots towards the end of that first round and gets the win.
Yeah, in all honesty, you know, we'd have gone to the judges' scorecards with just one round. It would have been
Ladies and
Smith
gentlemen,
easily.
this contest has been called due to Chris Anthony unable to answer the bell due to injury, declaring your winner,